My, oh my. In a room full of diamonds, you would be $100.
Thanks for joining us for Beyond the Stage. My name is Ruth Eggerman. I am the Director of Marketing here at Livermore Valley Arts. I'm joined by our CEO, Chief Executive Officer, and host, Chris Carter. Say hi,
Hi,
Chris.
how's it going?
Good. How are you today?
I'm doing all right. It's a good day
Yeah,
so far.
good, good. Today we have an interview just in case you didn't know, but you usually know. We
hmm
are talking to members of the Philharmonic, and they're going to be performing here live at the Bankhead on Saturday, October 11th at 8 p.m. And you can get tickets at livermorearts.org or by calling our box office at 925-373-6800. I am looking forward to talking to them. They were so fun to meet when I met them in New York.
Oh, that's right. You did get to meet them. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
I didn't get to see them perform, but I
You,
did get to actually meet them, and it was a lot of fun. Apparently, they are close friends with Liav Sofer from Mostly Kosher.
hmm
So,
They're
you,
also, one of them is friends with the choir director at Las Positas College.
oh, seriously?
Yes, they were in a a cappella group together. And I think it's
Oh,
the music director,
and so wait,
VJ.
is the music director who's the music director from Las Positas College or the
The
choir
music
director?
director from Philharmonic
Oh, okay.
is, and now I'm looking it up because he just sent me an email recently. Andreas Proponis. He's at Las Positas College, and so he
Okay.
runs the vocal choir music program at Las Positas.
So is he going to bring
And
all his students to Philharmonic?
yeah, he wants to. He was
Good.
asking me about group tickets, so I'm hopeful we can get that all done.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's super excited.
Yeah, that's kind of cool because one of the questions that we had was because if any of them had any Bay Area connections. It's such a huge Filipino community up here
hmm
that that was something that we thought, well, I wonder if they have any Bay Area connections,
Hopefully.
family and friends that they need to do a shout out to. So we'll have to
hmm
make sure to ask them that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it so much. First of all, I do like the acapella sound. I think it's really kind of cool, and it's for me. Do you like? I mean, I know you're not going to say no, but do you like the acapella sound?
I do. I do. And I like it in the Bankhead, especially. It's
Yeah,
the acoustics are really lend well towards a cappella singing.
yeah, it's
And
beautiful.
yeah, I mean, we've even had artists who play instruments, unplug their instruments and just sing or perform just to hear how it sounds in the room because they really like the way the room sounds.
Yeah, we've got a couple of acoustic shows coming up that are
hmm
really going to be sort of delightful in October, actually, because we've got Debbie Gibson,
hmm
who's going to do an acoustic show, and that's going to be kind of cool.
I
I'm
know you're excited
super
about that
excited about
one.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when this I'm not sure when this one's going to actually publish, but it may be just after Debbie Gibson. I'm hoping it's before, actually.
hmm
And then in the spring, we've got King's Return coming back, which is
Yeah.
another a cappella group. Oh, and how could I forget? Colin Hay is
Colin
coming.
Hay.
What's his new date? It's October 10th, right? Just before Philharmonic.
Yeah, I think it's that same weekend.
And he's doing an acoustic show.
Yep.
I this is my sweet spot. Give me acoustic of anything, and I'm really kind of
Yeah.
happy. Yeah, it makes me happy.
Well, we also have Martin Sexton coming, doing the Abbey Road show. So
Is that and that's acoustic?
yeah, it's just him and his acoustic guitar. It's really an amazing show.
Oh, that's going to be super cool.
Yeah.
He's going to be on our podcast also.
Yes, I saw that.
So he's going to be a guest. I think we're interviewing him sometime in September.
Cool. I cannot
So
wait.
yeah, I figured you would like that one for sure.
Yeah.
And we have a great season coming up. So let's see, by the time this publishes, we will have announced our spring season. So who are you
Hmm.
looking forward to in the spring season?
In the spring,
I mean, I've already mentioned one, which is King's Return returning.
I think, well, speaking of returning, Matthew Morrison is returning, and I think that'll be fun. He was one of our gala performers.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the season of past gala performers coming back, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool with George Costanza, Jason
Right.
Alexander
Jason Alexander
coming as well.
kicking off our speaker series in
Yeah,
early September. Yeah.
yeah. But Matthew Morrison, he was one of my favorite artists that we've ever had here, and I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah. Well, I that was before my time here at the Livermore Valley Arts. So I am actually looking forward to that one too to see
He's
him.
great. And the
Yeah.
other one that I'm really fascinated about for the spring is Wizard of Oz on ice.
Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be something.
We're doing it. We're doing it. An ice
Yeah.
show at the
It'll be,
Bankhead.
every now and again, it's really kind of cool to see how those types of things load into the theater. And I
Hmm.
think that's one of the joys I have of working at the theater is those big load-ins. Like Fraggle Rock was a
Fraggle
big
Rock. Yeah.
load-in, and it was super cool to see, that big load-in come in, and they just transformed the stage. And so
Hmm.
I know that Wizard of Oz is going to have to do the same thing and just completely transform the stage into an ice rink of some sort, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not real ice. It's a synthetic stage or material, but they ice skate on it. Those real
That's
ice skates. Yeah.
wild. Do you slip and
Yeah.
fall on it if you're not wearing, well, I guess you could do that if you're
I
wearing
don't
ice
know.
skates.
That's a good question.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, you'll have to
Uh,
go on it and try and
it's
run on it and see what happens.
right. One of the shows that I'm looking forward to also that we're announcing this, in September, that's coming next spring is The Other Mozart. I think
Hmm.
that I saw that in New York while you were seeing Martin Sexton. I was seeing The
Hmm.
Other Mozart, and I just fell in love. It's beautiful one woman play
Hmm.
about Mozart's sister who actually existed. I mean, it's hard to tell how much of it is fact and
Yeah.
how much of the play actually uh,
It's
is an
sensational.
extension.
Yeah.
Yeah, sensationalized, right?
Yeah.
Embellished. I'm sure there's some, but it really interesting story. And apparently, she was also a musical prodigy. So that's going to be. It's just an amazing show, and it's beautifully done, beautiful set, very
Hmm.
simple, except for it's not so simple that you don't go into this whole new world. It's and you're
Yep.
just transported into another time, and it's really gorgeous. Really
Yep.
gorgeous. Yeah. And I hope to see a full house there for The Other Mozart. I know it's tough, but
We'll
it's
work
a
on
great
that.
show. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was uh she did compose music, but there's nothing exists anymore. It's all,
Mm,
been forgotten. But we do have letters from Mozart to her,
right.
claiming that she's the better composer, like
Right.
essentially saying she's more talented than he is. So it's pretty interesting what we could have gotten if that had been preserved.
Yeah, it is really interesting, and it's also about women
Hmm.
too, and uh, we've come a long way, baby. So, right, if I'm going to quote some Virginia Slim's ad, right, we've
Absolutely.
come a long way, and maybe there's still more to go, but it's interesting to see that, and she talks a lot about women in composing, women in
Hmm.
performance, and even just playing instruments. So that will be, I think, a really fascinating show for our audiences
Yep.
to partake in.
Cool.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, today we're talking to members of the Philharmonic. So stick around and listen to this interview. It's a lot of fun, and we will stay tuned afterwards. We'll be back after the interview. I'm Ruth Egerman. I'm the director of marketing. And I think I met many of you in New York very briefly in the hallway. And I said, we got to get you to Livermore. And here you are, you're coming. And then Chris Carter is our chief executive officer, and he's going to conduct most of the interview. So
Hey, all right. Hey guys, and it'll be as long as you want it to be. So, these podcasts usually 30, 45 minutes or longer, however long you take. So we're good. We got time. I don't know about you. Um,
Good. Sound
uh,
fun.
we do appreciate your time, and we are really looking forward to you. VJ, I was going to tell you, I got an email from somebody that you know that knows you at least,
Yes,
Andreas Proponis.
Andreas Raponis, yes.
Yeah, he runs all the vocal choir programs at Las Positas College, which is the community college down the road. And
Right.
he emailed me. He's really excited that you guys are coming. And I guess you were in a group, a cappella group in the past at some point.
We were in an a cappella group together. He's a really, really
Yeah.
good friend. We go way back, but we're actually like in the works of possibly having like the Philharmonic come into the school and do some workshops before our
Wow.
actual show. So it'll be really
up here in
cool.
Livermore?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna give you more information on that, but it's kind of in the works right now.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
That's
Keep us
awesome.
posted. I know he wants to get a bunch of his students out to the show too, so I'm
Yeah,
hoping we'll be able to get that all coordinated.
definitely. We
Um,
will.
and so, why don't we start with some introductions? If y'all could go around and just introduce yourselves, and we like to educate our audience a little bit too. So if you want to talk about like what your particular role is in the group, that would be really helpful. Well, why don't we start with you, VJ, since we got you on first?
Okay, cool. Hi, I'm VJ Rosales. I sing tenor one in the group, and I kind of do the music directing for the most part. But yeah, yeah, that's it. I think.
Okay, thanks. And then Trace.
Do we need more information?
No, that's perfect. Let's do names first. So Trace, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, I'm Trace. I sing tenor three in the group,
Okay.
and I do a lot of like the operations stuff for the group.
Okay. Are you in charge of like the meals and everything on the road?
Oh, no, not that part. We
Not
have a
that
whole
kind of?
other,
Okay.
Philharmonic's got a whole bunch of other projects going on in
You're
the
a bigger
background.
deal. You're
I run
you're a
those.
higher level than that.
No,
Okay.
no. This is the tour is the one thing that we like. Jules is the leader for that. He handles all that stuff.
Okay, that's Jules. All right. Well, okay, go ahead, Jules.
Hey, I'm Jules. I sing bass, vocal bass. Yeah, and I handle the meals on the road.
Okay. You handle the meals on the road.
He's got the
that's
most important job.
yeah,
right?
that's the big one. You want to keep everyone happy. And then Joe, go ahead.
Yeah, hey everyone. I am Joe. I sing tenor two, and I also do some of the arranging for the group.
Okay, great.
Cool.
And I was on your website, and the description you have is the Philharmonic style mixes hip hop sound with 90s nostalgia, linking their passion for a wide variety of performance styles. And you had me at 90s nostalgia, by the way.
Yeah.
But none of you look like you were you guys all alive in the 90s? I mean, you look all pretty young.
Yes.
We actually were not. No, we were actually born early 2000. I'm kidding. No, we absolutely were. We grew up in the 90s for sure.
Yeah.
What influences from the 90s do you really that speak to you the most? We love the 90s, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think we definitely attribute our sound to like Boys to Men and Take Six, so the major boy bands and like a major vocal groups of that decade. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And then how did you all find each other? Like, do you have a little bit of a background on how you got together and how the group started?
Yeah, we originally started um, back when, we were all kind of still singers in college and all that. We were doing kind of a thing called ICCA, which is like singing competitions, basically what Pitch Perfect is based on. But we kind of I started reaching out to people in the area who I knew were Filipino, wanted to sing. We wanted to do a TV show called The Sing Off. So we formed a group really quickly within a couple of months and then auditioned for the show.
And then who came up with the name?
It was actually,
Nico?
yeah,
Or-
mostly Nico, the member who was not here today, but we were all at a diner just brainstorming different Filipino puns and that's the one that just made the most sense. We had some
That's
bad
good.
options.
Vanilla
Yeah,
Ice, I remember, stuck out to
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Manila.
What?
Wait, did you say Manila Ice?
Vanilla
yeah.
Ice.
Okay.
Vanilla Ice.
So we had some ones that didn't
Oh,
work out, but
Yeah.
yeah.
that could have gone in a totally different direction with that name.
Yeah.
I like any other band names that didn't work out.
What else do we have? Philanthropy. I was like, what does that even mean?
I think just
Yeah.
anything Phil.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I love. There's a book out, like a coffee table book, and it's like all '90s rejected band names, and it's like 100 pages long, and each page is like 100 band names on it, and
Oh,
they're all like really weird.
that's so funny.
Yeah. And then if you could just help us out a little bit too, talk a little bit about a cappella music and kind of how it works, and because there's no instruments, and so like how do you kind of put it all together, and how would you define a cappella to somebody that's never really listened to it? So if you could give us a little more information on that.
Yeah. I mean, acapella is exactly what you said. It's no instruments. So everything you're hearing on stage is made with our voices, the drums, the bass. And so when we arrange, we kind of start off by imitating the instruments that we do hear in the track.
Yeah.
And then we kind of blend it with our own style. So we kind of take what like the 3/4 part Boys to Men sound when they all sing in harmony together, and we'll like kind of add that, and we kind of just try and add a little bit of like different sounds that we can imitate the original track or our influences. Yeah.
And you said you help with the arranging,
Uh-huh.
Joe, and
Yeah.
who else does the arrange? Do you
We
all
all
just do it
take
yourselves?
a little bit, yeah.
We
Yeah.
actually all like arrange. We all do it.
Okay, you all
Yeah.
participate.
I just
Everyone
claimed
gets
it.
credit.
I'm kidding. I just claimed it, but we all do it.
Do you guys does like one person have an idea for a song you want to do and you start working on it, or do you kind of all work on it together? And do you have to be together to arrange stuff, or how does that work?
When we started, we were actually doing it all together. We would sit in a room with a piano and just like spit out ideas.
Mhm.
But we all can arrange. We all went to school for music, so we know how to read it. And so kind of now that we've been together for a while, we'll arrange at home. Like I'll do it myself. I'll bring sheet music in, and everyone will read it.
Okay.
And then like VJ is awesome on the piano. He studied jazz, so like he's very good at improvising and reharming some chords. So with like a bass arrangement, we'll all get together and then kind of change it and like make it our own.
Okay. And do all of you play an instrument besides your voice? I mean, the voice is a great instrument, but anything else?
Not I. Trace.
I play violin.
You do? Okay. Does that
Do you
help you?
still play? Do you still play
Yeah, I
violin?
mean, piano and violin were my first instruments before I got into singing. Singing was something I tacked on afterwards. But yeah, so I have more of like the classical, like orchestral upbringing that I did in music instead.
And is it so? I know you said tenor 1, tenor 2, tenor 3. What's the difference? Is it just you each have a different part, or?
That's so funny that you asked that question because there really is no difference. We are all tenors, and we just happen to like place a number right next to it. But basically, if we had to like define it, T1 would be more of like the falsetto, like head voicey type,
Mhm.
and we'll take what is normally like the soprano 1 in an ensemble. T2 I kind of envision as like kind of the belter of the group, the good middle, strong powerhouse. But also that could be T3 as well. But T3 holds down the baritone part, like, and it's a very important like trio that you need to.
We feel hesitant to call it a baritone part, or like because it's a lot of times like singing stuff that's way too high for a traditional baritone to be singing. Like we've arranged music for other people, and they'd be like, "What is this part? Like this is not for anyone who sings baritone or bass."
Yeah.
So we tend to call it tenor 3, even though you don't typically hear that.
Like Trace is not a baritone, like
Not at all. No, I mean, we like gave ourselves those like tenor 1, tenor 2, tenor 3, but it's really just like all of our music is written very much for VJ, Joe, Trace, Jules.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nobody else could sing it quite like y'all do.
Oh,
Is that what you're saying?
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
And Jules holds down the bass, right? And then
Yeah.
That one's real. That's for
yeah.
sure bass. But
Yeah.
And is somebody doing like rhythmic
Mhm.
parts too?
Yeah,
Who
so
is that?
Nico, who's not here, will typically be our vocal percussionist and beatboxer.
Beatboxer.
Yeah.
Okay. And how like this is I've always wondered this. Like I get like vocal training and going to school for that, but how do you learn how to beatbox? Like where do you get that from?
So yeah, well, the way that Nico always explains it is like he grew up like as a dancer, and he loved to kind of just like help keep a beat for himself as he was learning how to dance, and then ended up deciding that he actually really likes holding the beat more than anything. So he got really good at just making sounds and just trying to make
Hmm.
it work. But you know, me and him started working together in college. We both kind of just joined an acapella group together, and they were also in desperate need of a beatboxer. So just really just to fill a need, I think people start these acapella groups, and then all of a sudden you become really good over time. And now Nico is one of the best in the world.
Wow. That's like a bass player in a band. Like everyone needs a bass player, right?
Yeah.
So if you can play a little bit of bass, you're probably good enough.
Yeah.
But then you find somebody that's really good. That's cool. That's how you uh, take it to the next level, I guess.
Mm. Yeah, and I mean there's a difference between like beatboxing and vocal percussion. Like
Hmm.
Nico has like VP vocal percussion down. Like he knows like the drum kit sounds, but he also like adds his own effects, and that's where the beatboxing comes in. He'll like do scratch sounds and like little honestly a lot of beatboxing is just random voices.
Uh-huh.
You like hear something, you imitate it, and if it sounds cool, you use it in a song.
Does he ever surprise you, like when you're rehearsing and he does something that you haven't heard before? Do you kind of look at him and go like, where did that come from?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nico and I sometimes will just be doing make up stuff on stage and just kind of doing whatever we feel.
Hmm.
And then that's always a little bit scary because I'm just trying to follow him. So I think I'm hearing a new sound randomly on stage definitely is a risk, but it keeps things fresh.
Oh, so he'll do that to you like in the middle of a show?
He'll just like change a groove whenever we feel if it's like if he just
Oh,
feels it, and we kind of have to just go with it. But he's just that type of percussionist.
but you guys can kind of manage that though, right? I mean,
yeah, I'd say, that comes with time. It's especially like when there's a song we've been doing for a really long time, and also just the fact that we've been singing together for so long.
mhm.
It's very it's a little natural at this point.
So then do you kind of you've been playing together for such a long time. Do you kind of know when somebody's off or if something's not working, and do you know
Absolutely.
who it is, and is it the
Yes.
same person every time?
Yes. That always happens. And we all look at each other and we know who it is. And it's usually just like all of us, just like any one of us could mess up. And we're like, oh, yeah, we get it.
Yeah, I feel like Chris is trying to stir the pot here, so
He
don't
is.
let him.
Oh my gosh. Drama.
Sorry.
Say their name. Say no.
Seriously, who's the best singer in the group?
Stop.
Just kidding.
No. No, we all have different strengths.
We all
That's
have
why.
different strengths. We all make it our own.
How
Yes.
diplomatic of you guys.
Yeah, we're PR. We've been a group for a long time. We're PR trained
We are
too.
so PR trained. We know exactly what to say. Hit us with anything.
Okay,
How
that's
long
right.
have you guys been together?
12 years.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
12 years, yeah.
And you just graduated college yesterday?
I was
So-
just born,
So
so
you started when you were like 3, is that what it was?
exactly.
I have two half Filipino children, and
Yeah.
they still look 12 too, and
Well,
that
yeah.
makes me happy.
We have the genes.
Absolutely.
I totally lost my train of thought that you guys threw me off.
Well,
Well,
you tried to stir the pot,
well,
Chris.
it's just there's always the question, does everybody get along? It's how does that go? And working together and touring together and being creative together is actually, it takes you got to be flexible. And when people are really talented, and sometimes that's hard, I think. But I mean, it sounds like y'all have figured out how to work together and you know, push each other in the right direction. And am I gauging that right?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like from the moment we like started, we meshed pretty well. Like we were still learning a lot about each other, but honestly, even to this day, very minimal fighting. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like yeah, we'll have some creative like disagreements, but then we go like, okay, what does the majority want, and then we just go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a very relaxed group of 5 people that we have.
Oh,
That's
okay.
good.
yeah.
That's good. Do you guys, and I'm just looking at your tour schedule, like it's not huge. So you do a lot of stuff in LA?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
So
we used to tour like full time, like from, for a few years we were on the road, 9 months of the year. And
yeah,
I think we've, the way that we've kind of set things up now is we have other, performers that other groups that we help manage and other
Mm-hmm.
opportunities that we've been able to like give to other Filipino singers that want to grow in the industry and just moved a lot of our opportunities to expanding what we can do for the Filipino community. So yeah, we do shows here and there, but
yeah.
yeah, the way that we work together too has just like changed over the last 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to grow the presence of Filipinos in performing arts, in entertainment, and what have you. Honestly, I've been sitting here for I've been working here 4 years, and I've been like, we need to get some more Filipino,
Yeah.
performers in here, whether it's heritage stuff or people like, like Philharmonic, and just get more Filipino. We have a huge, huge Filipino community here, and it's lovely, and I love it. I love the accent. I love the Tagalog language. I can recognize it, and I just think it's a beautiful language. And so, tell me why do you feel like there's such a I think it's been difficult for us to find, a Filipino group to perform here. So tell me why you think that is. Where's the holdup? What's happening?
Filipinos love singing, and it's not always like the first thing that you think of when of like a stable career. Like it's not being a full-time musician is a gamble. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't think there are a lot of Filipino, entertainers that are like paving the way, of like being like the first one to like, everyone can do this. It's a hard career to be in. And I think that's why we've found sort of this niche of, helping other Filipino musicians who want to break into entertainment, like give them an opportunity to, try things out and also just be loudly Filipino in like in Filipino situations, but also like in like on James Corden and in Pitch
Mm-hmm.
Perfect, like unabashedly Filipino. And so I think we're trying to help change that, musician, like, just open more doors for Filipinos
Yeah.
to
That's
perform.
awesome. So who's other than you guys, who else would you recommend in terms of Filipino artists to watch other than Leah Salonga? We've had her, she
Yeah.
sold out to one of her 2 nights, and people would love to have her back. So
Yeah. Well, we have an amazing group called Philosophy. That is one
Mm-hmm.
of the groups that we help work with and help
and
put their stuff together.
are they also an acapella group?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So back in the 80s, when I first started dating my then husband, right? I was in high school, we were high school sweethearts. He was Filipino, and he used to talk about this thing called minus one.
Yeah.
Does which
I
is
mean, it's
basically
basically
just
just
karaoke, right?
karaoke minus the one voice. Yeah.
Right, but he always referred to it, him and his family always referred to it as minus
Yeah.
one. Oh, we're doing minus one tonight, kind of stuff. And
That's
I
so
was just like,
funny.
was that something that I missed, or is that like a uniquely Filipino way to talk about it?
That I had that same conversation with my mom because she was like, "Oh, let's go to the." We would go to this Chinese restaurant. I don't remember, and then there was like a store that she would call the minus one store.
Mm-hmm.
Because and so like before you would just buy like a karaoke book and you would buy chips to put in your microphone and it would just add karaoke tracks to it. And so she would
Right.
always tell me about the minus one store. I'm like, minus one? Very Filipino thing, yes.
Okay, so it's not just my imagination.
No.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Yes.
Um, Wait, I want to get back to how well y'all get along. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
We're gonna move on from that. Um, but you've been on. You just talked about you've been on a lot of late night TV. You started, Jules. You mentioned this the sing off. So that kind of your first introduction to television
That
performance.
was our first performance overall.
as a group?
um, as a group,
Wow.
and also our first introduction to TV. So, very first thing we ever did was just on stage in front of millions of people. So that's why I think we all blacked out and kind of don't remember that first experience. But yeah, that was the start of everything.
Yeah. And but I was going to ask you to talk about it, but you just said you don't remember it. Was there anything you remember about that? Like, um, like maybe afterwards, like kind of that feeling like, okay, this could really work for us. Did that
I
really inspire you to make a career out of this?
Well, I think the best part about it was I always felt like we could always make a career of it, but when you start off your career on TV, especially as Filipino Americans,
Yeah.
it's a great way to convince your family that there's a career here. So I
Yeah.
always attribute that to being like, listen, we're doing this and we can take it seriously. We can put all our time and resources into this for the next however many years. And everyone's like, that makes sense because look at you on TV. So I feel like that was the main takeaway for that initial experience.
Yeah. Well, that might have been your first experience, but that doesn't mean you all didn't pay your dues. I'm sure you've all performed uh, and worked hard and it's hard to be a working musician at any level. And so the fact that you persevered is pretty impressive. And that's something I always think about, like how many talented people are out there that weren't able to make it work because of how hard the profession is. So kudos to all of you for doing that. Um,
Thank
and
you.
you were on Pitch Perfect too, right? Pitch Perfect 2 also. Pitch Perfect 2 also. Um, what
Which
was
is
that
actually,
like? Do
I
you
was
remember?
just saying it was a great sequel to a great first movie. I
Those
love
movies
those two
are
movies.
hilarious.
They're so
They're
good.
so funny. Is that what that acapella world is really like? Or is that just kind of like a
I
little bit of a
think it
parody?
is. I think it's like an exaggerated, but it's pretty like okay, I would say the only thing that doesn't happen, yes, we break into song, but we're not in like perfect rehearsed harmony. That's the only thing. But yes, we break
You
into
do?
song. Beatboxers will battle it out if they see each other in the wild.
Really?
Yeah. I think Pitch Perfect is
It's a little exaggerated, but it's like not. I mean, there's a reason why that acapella groups love that first movie. It's not too far off.
yeah.
Can you explain to our audience? They might not know what a riff off is. What's a riff off?
I would just I mean I okay. I think that was made up for the movie. That you
That
just
was
sing
made
up
up?
you just sing. I think the rules in the movie was you sing a song and then you have to pick it up from an exact word. Is that
Yeah,
the rule?
I think
Oh,
so. I think
Yeah,
that's what
and
it
okay.
then so
was.
like if
Yeah.
you are saying like, "Hey, I want to dance," you have to start with dance and cut them off.
Oh.
My brain
And
doesn't work that fast, so I
you
can't
don't
do
do
it.
that in real life?
That's not how we do it, though. We definitely don't do that.
I think our
Oh.
riff offs are just yeah, 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 and then we see who can do better.
Well, you do great medleys too. And like how do you decide what songs to put that work together? And are they like songs in the same key or how do you do that?
It could be. It could be that. A lot of our medleys are artist based, so like our Rihanna medley would just be all Rihanna songs.
Hmm.
And then sometimes we just have like a cute little mashup, like we did a Shania Twain mashed up into with a Brian McKnight song. Two completely different artists, but their songs make sense together musically and
Hmm.
lyrically. So it could be a lot of things.
Was there
Okay.
anything that you're working on right now in that mashup world, or
uh,
uh-oh.
That you can reveal?
Not well, not really actually, but we do a lot of like group arrange. We've been doing a lot of group arranging lately, and so we'll do that sometimes, and we'll be like, "Oh, does this song work with this song?" And we'll try it out, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. So it's all about just being open and being creative. But yeah, yeah, we are still arranging though, like fully group arranging when we need.
It's definitely interesting because I think we're going through like the TikTok TikTokification of like the music industry. So we're like arranging much shorter things now. So
Oh,
then it doesn't
yeah.
always lend itself to being like, you don't really have the time to fit in like a full mashup as opposed to just like having like maybe a little reference to something. But we're doing like more shorter arrangements these days.
Oh. How do you feel about that?
Um,
I don't
Musically,
like.
it's not. It's like definitely doesn't give you as much opportunity to do anything interesting. But um, I'm glad people are getting like, you know, it is in some ways like a more of a meritocracy because I feel like seeing all these people who are just randomly in the room creating incredible moments and music. So
Hmm.
I'm glad to see people getting more attention, but definitely musically, definitely not the most exciting period of time.
Do you like when you work on new music, and does it ever happen where somebody comes up with a song and nobody else wants to do it, and then how do you let them down easy? Like, does that happen very often, or usually pretty, you guys all have pretty good ideas?
I think the best thing is like when we have an idea that's not working out, we can always recognize it pretty quickly, and no
Yeah.
one's ever hurt by it. Like we've had tons of things that just don't work out for whatever reason. So, I mean, I can recall a bunch of covers that we've done in the past that just never saw the light of day because we just heard it and it was like that. It just doesn't work a cappella or just doesn't work for our style. So that happens so often that it's like impossible to feel hurt about it these days.
Yeah. Are there any songs that any of you just really wanted to do for a long time, but you just haven't gotten around to it? Or like, do you have like kind of a dream song that you haven't done yet?
I feel like there is one, but at the same time, I feel like we've also done so many songs. Like I don't even know what songs we do sing. Like I can't. We have Trace has a list somewhere.
How
Yeah,
many
we have
songs is
so
in your
many songs.
repertoire?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard at this point. If there's a dream song, it's like, all right, let's do it. We need to have we do a different like 30-second snippet every week at this point. So like,
Oh,
A
there's
dream
no
song.
shortage anymore.
Gabriella by Cat's Eye. No, I'm kidding.
I don't even know that song. I gotta wonder
No,
what
it's
that
just
was.
Justin, who's
it's just like
also
stuck in my
on this, is laughing in the background,
yeah.
going out. Maybe he's wishing for that. I'm not sure. I've never heard
yeah.
of
I
it
love
either.
Cat's Eye. It's just stuck in my head. That's my dream song right now.
Okay.
Kidding.
So, I got a couple of questions while we're talking about songs and dreams and what have you. You have a huge resume, right, and of great people that memorable artists that you've performed with. Any shows or performers that stuck out that you'd love to either perform with again or were just like, holy crap, we're performing with fill in the blank?
Okay, for me, I think it was Usher. That was like one of my
Mm.
first ones, just because like I said, we were like so inspired by the '90s. I honestly, we've worked with a lot of people. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm rolling it back a little bit. Boys to Men, when we worked with
Mm.
on the Sing Off, we worked with
Sean.
Shawn. Yes, I think he was one of my favorite ones that I can remember working with, just because he was such a big inspiration
Yeah.
musically. Anybody else?
They're letting you do all the talking, aren't they, Joe?
I know I have
Is
to remind myself to mute myself because I talk too much.
is that true? Is Joe the talker in the group?
No?
Yes.
Yes. Are you all introverts or extroverts?
Oh, I'm definitely an extrovert for
You
sure.
are?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
VJ, yeah,
Gemini
VJ's one of the most
Sun,
extroverted
Virgo
people I know.
Rising, Virgo Moon too as well. What?
I was no, VJ's one of the most extroverted people I know.
I'm super extroverted.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm Aquarius with Virgo rising.
Oh my gosh, nice. Virgo rising, sweet. And Trace is actually a Virgo moon, so we have some Virgo energy here.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
we have two Virgos and a Gemini in our department right here in the marketing
nice.
department,
Oh,
and then me as an Aquarius.
I love that you're an Aquarius. Yes, air signs.
I don't even know what any of that means.
I know.
Thank you.
Continue. Yeah.
Sure, it's all good.
Tangent. It's all great. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an artist, but like they're all so great. I'm trying to think of one right now. I don't know.
I'm like, I can't even think. One of my favorites was also Neil Patrick Harris. I mean, he's not really, like, yeah, not really like obviously known for singing, but like we worked with him on the Late Late Show, and I just remember like enjoying being on stage with him and then talking to him after the performance. Like he seemed like a really cool, genuine guy.
Mhm.
He's got it. Well, he does have a Broadway background.
He does have a Broadway background, yeah.
Right. So he has a
Yeah.
Broadway background. So
Mhm.
he is and he's an entertainer and a
Yes.
performer.
Yeah, he was so much fun.
Yeah, he looks like he would be super fun to work with. Yeah,
I love
just everything
hearing-
I've seen about him.
Yeah, I love hearing stories about when you sometimes it's not good when you meet your heroes, but then other times you sometimes you get disappointed, and other times you get pleasantly surprised, and I really love those stories where you they're nicer than you thought they might have been. And we're
Yeah,
actually
he was
pretty
so
lucky with our space. We have a lot of great artists that come through, and they've all been wonderful. I can't think of anybody that's really been
that's
difficult or anything. We have a great space, and I'm sure you'll love it. And
yeah.
great staff. Do you all, any of you have like Bay Area connections or ties?
Yeah, I have some friends and family that live up there.
Mm-hmm.
So they said they got tickets, so they better
Oh,
be
you
there.
gotta give them. Are you gonna give them a shout out here?
Like, hey, what's up, Adam? Love you.
There you
You
go.
just did it.
Yeah.
Um, what's the show like? Like, what can we expect? Have you kind of figured out the performance?
Yeah, I mean, aside from our normal acapella stuff, we are gonna add some instruments too. So you're gonna
Ooh.
see some piano. I don't know if Trace is gonna bring his violin, but sometimes he does. So
Mm-hmm.
cross fingers.
That
Yeah.
Yeah, I
sounds
think
super cool.
I think with our show these days, we definitely are trying to like kind of highlight more of our own personalities. So some solo stuff and just some of our more of our more recognizable group arrangements and things like that. But definitely we like to cast a wide net, do a bunch of range of different decades and styles of music. So we think that we have something for everyone.
Cool. Do you all
Nice.
dress the same? Like, what do you think about like what you um uh, how you stage the show and how you're dressing and the choreography? Do you work on all that like ahead of time, or
Yeah,
how
we
does
try
that?
to we usually have like a style or something, or we kind of try to match a color. And then I think um choreo less choreo these days than we used to do when we were first starting off. When we were first starting off, we were like, especially on the sing off, we are kind of marketed as like a hip hop, more of like a dancing boy band type
Uh-huh.
group. And you know, I'm just too old to be doing those moves these days. So I'm kind of I had to cut those back a little, but definitely some blocking and things like that.
So
Is
Trace,
there? Oh, go
I don't
ahead.
know if you actually heard this, but Jules, I think it was Jules, said that you might be bringing your violin.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean, the thing that I normally do from the violin is for our Christmas show specifically. So,
Mhm.
Okay.
I have to come up with a non-Christmas thing for me to play, but I'd be down.
You
Yeah.
can do Christmas. It's
Do it.
October.
Yeah.
Do
Halloween.
it. There we
Yeah.
go.
You can do Christmas any time of year.
Yeah.
People love Christmas stuff.
Oh gosh, they sure do.
In fact,
It's
if we called it the Philharmonic Christmas Holiday Spectacular,
We do that. We do have a separate Christmas show that we do.
Yeah.
And I bring my violin out, then I play like stuff from the Nutcracker, and Nico comes out and beatboxes, and that's like the violin part.
oh,
But
there you go.
That's cool.
Hey, in
Do
the
you?
Philippines, Christmas starts in September.
yeah,
Right.
So
I'm
work that.
there. Um,
Nice.
well, do y'all have? I only got like one or two more questions. One thing I was going to ask as you were talking, and I know you said you've done a lot of songs, and you couldn't really think of something that you'd want to do. But is there a song that you've recorded or performed that you feel like you're most proud of? Like, what's your favorite piece that you've ever done, or your favorite piece to do in front of an audience that you just
Mhm.
get excited about every time?
My favorite actually is a mashup. I
Hmm.
feel like the other guys don't love this one, but I really love it. It's our Monster Mash.
Hmm.
And we kind of picked, not we kind of, we did pick 5 songs.
Hmm.
And each song we just kind of related it to a monster. And then we put every song together. And I think like we did it really well, and everything kind of just flows in and out. You kind of don't know where one song ends and the other starts. And I
Oh,
really enjoy that one. I feel like that was also during a time where we were like first touring, and then we decided like, oh, we need to take a break. Let's spend a week in this like cabin and arrange. And I feel like we got really creative with it, and that's one of my favorites. Check it out on YouTube. Yeah.
okay.
And,
Well,
and it's
your
called the
show's in
Monster Mash.
It's called Monster Mash.
Monster
Okay.
Mash. Your show is in October. It's
Yeah.
during Halloween season, so
Ooh, spooky.
you might need to do it
Yeah.
live.
Tune in to find out. You have to be there to see if we perform it.
Okay, we'll see.
actually, we do like a medley of all of we run through all of the people that we've collabed with on the James Corden show, and that was
Mhm.
one of my favorite. We do it's like a yeah, we just like talk through the whole story of how we got there and who we got to perform with, and that is always fun to perform because it's a little more interactive and we talk through it, but we do like
Yeah.
snippets, highlights of it, and it's very fast paced, and that one's really cool. It's reminiscent, I get to reminisce on the stuff that we did, and that one's fun for me.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, the guys hate this, but whenever we decide to perform Treasure by Bruno Mars, I love it so much. I'm like the only one that I feel like likes it.
It's our first song we ever sang.
Yeah.
We should completely like revamp it, redo it. And I think
You
we're
should.
all on board, but like it is like, yeah, we're going on year 13 of learning that song.
It's so fun. We can add the second verse, Trace.
Okay. Change it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Stick with the hits.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, over the past couple of years, we've been singing "Kiss" by Prince, and
Oh,
that always hits for me. It's always a good one to do. So I'm sure we'll have that in this set when we head over to Livermore.
Nice.
You can
do
only say that
you?
when Nico's not here because I know Nico does not like performing that song. So
Oh, he doesn't. Does he do the kisses?
I think
no,
it's just,
Joe
Does
does.
he have to do the kiss sound effect?
yeah, he doesn't even do that, so I don't even know what he's complaining
That's
about.
that's in the song. Somebody's got to do the kiss
Joe
sound
does.
effect.
Joe does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe does it. Okay, good. Um, oh, now I just lost my train of thought again. You guys are like surprising me on some of these things. Um, well, that's really cool. We're really looking forward to having y'all at the Bankhead, and I really can't wait. And Bruce, do you have anything else?
No, it has been super fun to talk with you
Yeah,
guys. I think we just have a little a little game
we like to do a
that
game.
right. We're not going to make
I
you
like
sing
games.
together, but
No,
we have a little game.
no, we won't make you sing, but one of these things we like to do at the end of every interview is some sort of a game to get to know people better. We're trying out a new one. It's not really a game, but it's like a series of questions here, and this is a mixtape questions. So if your life was a mixtape, um,
Okay.
thinking about what the first thing would be like, what would be the first song on the tape? What would open it up? So I don't want to put you too much on the spot. If you can't think of it, say I don't know. But if you have one right away, you can think of what would be that song.
Let's Get It Started by Black Eyed Peas.
There you go.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to have to put this mixtape together. We're starting
Yeah,
off
we
good.
might have to put it on.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Okay.
I don't know if this like it really fits what the mixtape thing, but I was just talking about this like an hour ago that one of my favorite, like I think one of the best pop songs, like one of the most underrated songs out there, that is like one of my like top 5 favorite songs is Mirrors by Justin Timberlake. And it was like that song
Oh,
deserves better, and it's one of my favorite songs. I don't know if it's like a mixtape, but I don't know. That was I just had like a little like mini soapbox rant around that like an hour ago.
okay. Put it on your tape.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all are old enough to remember what mixtapes are, by the
Yeah.
way. So thank you for indulging us on this.
Yes.
Any other thoughts? I
First-
got two. I got 3 more that we're going to ask you, so you don't have to all pick one for this.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Oh, you're good. So next. All right, that's fine. What's the breakup song? What's the breakup song that you put on the mixtape?
Yeah, it's definitely "Burned" by Usher. Brings
Burn.
brings me right back to 6th grade, a really painful era.
Yeah.
I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah,
That's a
oof.
good one.
Oh my gosh.
We Can't
Anybody
Be
else?
Friends. We Can't Be Friends by Ariana Grande.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a very VJ song. Yes.
Thank you.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, what about what's the song that you don't want anybody else to know is on the tape? What's the guilty pleasure song?
Well, I can't tell you.
Well, that's the whole point of this. We want to know what's your guilty pleasure. What makes you get up and dance, but you're kind of embarrassed that it makes you get up and dance?
I'm
Or
not
do you get
embarrassed.
embarrassed? You're not embarrassed?
No, it's gonna be Gabriella right now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm picking Gabriella.
You know,
All
honestly,
right.
I will say mine is Game Boy by Cat's Eye on the same EP. It's like that is a catchy one. Like I think Cat's Eye right now is like I hate how catchy their EP is.
That's a good one.
All right. Anybody else? All right. That's fine. Last, we don't get too deep on this. Last one would be what's the last song? What do you end it with? What's the sentimental song that you close out your mixtape with?
Hard to Say Goodbye by Boyz II
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a good one. So that one's hard to beat.
Men.
Still the One by Shania Twain, which is one of the songs that we do on our
Oh,
set.
mhm.
And it is one that when Jules pitched to do this song, I was like, no, absolutely not. Doesn't make sense. Why would we sing that? And I completely walk it back. It's one of my favorite songs we do now.
Wow, it worked. Good job, Jules.
Yeah, I think for me, like a song that has nothing to do with the Philharmonic, but I've been listening to a lot is Allison by Elvis Costello.
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah,
Oh,
such a good
God.
song.
It's so good.
Yeah,
Make that happen for when you're
that's
here.
yeah. Do that one.
Do
That's
that
in
one.
my top 5.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
choice.
that's a good one.
Do it.
Yeah.
Joe, did you have one?
A final song. Let's say Ave Maria.
Ave Maria. Okay.
You know, kidding. By
Beautiful.
Beyonce.
By Beyonce. Okay, beautiful. All right, guys. Well, looking forward to seeing you in Livermore
Yay.
on October 11th, Saturday. Thank you, guys. You're
Yeah.
off the hook, and have a great day.
Yay.
Thank you guys so
Chris,
much.
thanks for-
We'll see
Yeah.
you there.
Thank
It's been a
you.
real
We'll see
pleasure.
you in
Thank you so
October.
much.
Okay, see ya.
Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us for Beyond the Stage featuring the Philharmonic. They'll be performing live at the Bankhead on Saturday, October 11th at 8 p.m. So get your tickets now at livermorearts.org or by calling the box office at 925-373-6800. And we post our new podcast on the second Thursday of the month, and we'd love to hear your thoughts on this episode or your favorite part. Leave us a comment, ask a question, give us a review on our social media, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you listen to your podcast. We may even read it aloud on our next one. So you'll find us on all the socials at the Bankhead LVA. Again, that's at the Bankhead LVA. And remember to subscribe or follow us wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Ruth Eggerman.
And I'm Chris Carter.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't ask for much. I just want what's there. I got that fire and desire, baby. All you gotta do is meet me halfway there.